In this video, we will see what are the different types of footings used in the construction. So hello guys, welcome to Engineerverse. Very first is the strip footing. It is also known as wall footing or continuous footing. These are in long strips, especially for load-bearing masonry walls or reinforced concrete walls. The strip footings distribute the loads from wall to a wider area. These are especially used in the retaining walls and load-bearing structures. Next is the isolated footing. Basically, there are three types of isolated footings: pad footing, stepped footing, and sloped footing. Isolated footings are very economical for columns of small loads. Next is the combined footing. When the spacing of adjacent columns are so close that separate isolated footings overlap each other, then combined footings are the solution. Combined footing normally means a footing combining two columns. Such footings are either rectangular or trapezoidal in plane forms. When load on one column is more than the other, then trapezoidal combined footing is provided. When load on both the columns are same, then rectangular combined footing is provided. Next is the strap footing. When two isolated footings are combined by a beam to share the loads of both the columns by the footings, the footing is known as the strap footing. The connecting beam is designated as the strap beam. These footings are required if the loads are heavy on columns and the area of the foundation are not overlapping with each other. Also, it is more economical than the combined footing. Next is the raft foundation. It is also known as the mat foundation. These are special cases of combined footing where all the columns of the building are having a common foundation. Normally, for buildings with heavy loads or when the soil condition is poor, raft foundations are very much useful. It controls the differential settlement and transfer the loads uniformly to the soil. This type of foundation is selected where the soil condition is very poor. Next is the pile foundation. Piles are smaller diameter columns which are driven or cast into the ground by the suitable means. These piles support the structure by the skin friction. First you have piles, then pile cap, then pedestal, and then the column. Piles are very useful in marshy lands where other types of foundations are impossible to construct. The length of the pile driven into the ground depends on the availability of the hard rock or the actual load test. Pile foundation are most widely used in the pier construction of the bridges. For your information, world's tallest building Burj Khalifa is the combination of the raft foundation and the pile foundation. Thank you for watching Engineerverse. See you in the next video.